Naruto is traumatizing. I wanted to send a message to like a person that I admired, but I realized that as I further research into relationships and personalities, this is something that I do, right? Spawned engine, yeah, it's impressive. I'm getting things done finally, but more importantly, I think I need to research and reveal my research, and at the same time create this ninja school of how interesting Naruto universe is. So first of all, if I ever wanted to open up a ninja school, or if I ever wanted to beat Minecraft with Spawn Engine, I have to understand the fundamental things that make these so great and so deep. Like Naruto universe, in this 2-minute clip, you're gonna see an entire personality of Tenten, of how she fights and how she behaves. And in this 2-minute clip, it's kind of like a metaphor of what I've seen a person to go through, and how my friend completely obliterated, a person that I admired. And then I no longer liked my friend anymore because, like, what the fuck have you just done to her? Ugh. And that was really sad. That was really sad. Looking back, I was like, wow, I haven't even realized it was that. I was interacting with Tenten in real life, basically. And this is why I felt, so much empathy for Tenten for some reason. I just couldn't put it together. So I am trying to put together all the personalities in the right place, figure out which one has their highest egos, which one behaves in what kind of way, what kind of strategies they have. So I'm gonna reveal first obvious personalities of Sakura's and Tenten's. I know exactly what Tenten's strategy is. I'm not sure exactly how Sakura works fully yet, even though I know so much and she has so much screen time. I'm actually still not sure of what her strategy really is, because she's angry, she has high ego, she has the highest ego of all, and I'm gonna make the case that Tenten is also the lowest ego. So there's a huge contrast there between, and it's very easy to detect their position and like what kind of personalities they have because of these extremes. I'm just not sure how to put these personalities together. And it's very interesting how Hinata is kind of flipped into Ino's personality in the movie Road to Ninja, right? This is, I think, the 6th movie in Naruto Shippuden, and the 7th movie focuses on relationship between Naruto and Hinata. But yeah, I'm researching all this. This is unbelievably interesting. I haven't had a relationship myself. I'm 23 years old, and I'm still scared of relationships because I know they are complicated. If you want to actually do a good relationship, have a good relationship, you have to learn a lot of things. And most importantly, a lot of things about yourself and what you might be doing wrong. All of these personalities are doing something wrong. That's what you have to understand. And once you understand these 4 extremes, you will stop being in either of these groups and become a unique self that works, that doesn't have self-destructive emotions and self-destructive strategy, that works in some cases, but it doesn't work in some other cases. You can stab people in the back, but then you also open yourself up to be stabbed in the back. So this is a bad strategy, basically. It's self-destructive. And if you don't have a reason to stab people in the back, you might want to step back. instead. Yeah, this is real, okay? This is more real than Spawned Engine, because this is dealing with reality here. I don't know how much people actually like it, dealing with reality. I am super passionate about this. Again, I've told you my side of the story. I'm still trying to learn my best. And does that mean that I have to like interact with people? I think dating and all this stuff is useful in understanding personalities, but when you have all of this art created for you, where you can just explore and put together like a format and understand when things go wrong and why, it's like, well, why do you need to go through suffering with other people when you can just do it alone? And you simply have more time. And if you do it alone, not only you have all this art to explore all the personalities, not only you're not paying for it, it's like the cheapest way to actually do it without dating. See, the whole point, if you really want to date, maybe you should date and succeed instead of try a bunch of times, right? Maybe that's a better strategy. I'm just saying. But okay, that's the strategy that fits me, right? I'm a person who tries to analyze a lot of things, and that's kind of my passion. But it might not work for you, and whoever it works on, whoever is willing to learn and recognize that Naruto actually has a very interesting universe of relationships. I'll give you guys a quick peek in what the Tenten's personality is, and again, as I open the video up, it's a person that I admired, and I recognize that person. A person who had exactly the same fight and lost and was totally crushed. Tenten has the lowest ego, and here's why. The fight starts, she is the first one to do stuff, right? She first one to attack. And what she chooses to attack with is tools. She's trying to throw stuff, anything that she can, that she has in her disposal, right? Not only this simple attack that is easily reflected, and Temari just gave us a quick smirk, telling exactly that she knows what's going on and how to deal with this situation. And that is super easy. And if Tenten is going to keep this up, she will lose the fight. In this one interaction, we know this much. Imagine that. Easy, right? And that is fucked up, right? Ugh, right? It's like I have to replay in real life how my friend just completely annihilated that person, and how I was trying to kind of interfere in this relationship and stop this fight from happening, because, you know, it was brutal. And what Tenten chooses to do? Well, she didn't actually recognize that she already lost, right? That she already she already introduced some kind of strategy, and her strategy failed. But instead, she will try to throw more stuff. There's a lot of unnecessary movement as well, as if she's acting as if she has strategy, but obviously she doesn't. Right, there's no reason for her to go back behind Temari, only to kind of make some kind of distraction. Again, to make her think that she has more strategy than she actually has. But what she's going to do is just throw more stuff at Temari, and, well, that stuff is just going to get deflected. Poof. No problems. She tried even more. She didn't learn her lesson at all. She was like, well, I have this low ego right now. I feel low ego, but I must not show that. And she quickly, tries to rebuild herself up as if she's not disappointed. That's exactly what she wanted, you know. I got the exactly effect that I wanted. Now I'm just gonna throw more stuff, and that's gonna work even better. And bam, she gets up, and it's like, even the music changes. It's like, man, she's gonna throw something really big. And what happened in real life for in that relationship, I think you can say that that was when the girl was giving the guy, my friend, a laptop. It's like, here you go. Here's a laptop for you. And, she regrets that now. Let's fucking do this. And the crazy part is Tamari's just standing there and waiting for Tenten to attack. Does nothing. At this point, Tenten is completely vulnerable for her to attack and just completely destroy her strategy. But Tamari is just so confident that Tenten is just completely bluffing at this point. She probably can read, her body language that she just won already. Whoa, flashy! Again, bear in mind that this is a dissection of 2-minute clip. Okay? It's sad. But another thing to learn from this is that Naruto is crazy universe. Look at that. 2-minute clip. What just happened? Obviously this is a best cutting. So it says it in the title. I mean, this is really potent shit. If you want to do drugs, maybe you should get some Naruto. If you haven't watched Naruto in your childhood, even though you would be traumatized if you did, I think you have to, I think you have to traumatize yourself a little bit to be a normal human being these days. Because holy shit, there's some deep stuff going on that you can explore. I mean, I'm going back 10 years and re-exploring this scene that I've seen 10 years before. What? That's if that doesn't count as trauma, I don't know what that is. Wait, 10 years? Am I underestimating? Should be 12 years, right? I don't even know how old this scene is. I mean, this is from 2006 basically, or something. And the worst thing happens, right? Not only Tamari is deflecting, and well, she does show a little bit more effort this time, because Tenten is throwing everything she can, but Tenten is just throwing this stuff again, the same amount of stuff. She's just so desperate, trying to do that again. Has no strategy whatsoever. Has been beaten from the first time she tried to do something. It was completely obvious she was going to lose. And then she tried to do that again. So desperate, right? And this is pretty fun. How Tamara just completely demolishes the ego of Tenten. She's like, oh, I know what you're up to, just completely crushed. Now I'm gonna do something. And Tenten is expecting maybe she won't attack. But oops. And she's down. Not only she's down, she's like a spectacle for everyone. bam. Because that's exactly what happened in that relationship that I mentioned. It's like, oh my god. Oh, I wish I understood that. I wish I could, like, give some empathy to that girl, man. But now, instead of giving empathy, I actually more of a made her into a sponge. Almost acted like Sakura. But I guess I'm gonna leave that for the next episode. Like, let's see what Sakura does, because I also haven't even fully digested that yet, and there are no real parallels that I can see yet. The personalities that you encounter in real life, they have these problems, and I've seen that problem with, the Tenten. Oh, poor Tenten. Now I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, she just kind of lost and did everything she can because she had all these tools. See, in that relationship, the girl that I'm talking about, she was also pretty rich compared to, the Tamari substitute, so to speak. So in a way, she did had all these tools that she could use, but it was totally pointless, basically. She lost a bunch of value for doing so. And at the same time, one positive thing that happened, that she showed me how evil my friend is, basically, for kind of kicking her down like this. But I don't know. I guess she was evil in the same time if she, like, was trying to manipulate my friend. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of depth in there. There's a lot of depth in relationships. There's a lot of that I don't understand and I don't want to dip into. But I want to learn from that, from other people's mistakes, definitely. That's a lot better than just making your own mistakes and getting into deep trouble that you get traumatized for. It's like, ugh. Are you guys in a relationship? Are you kidding me? If you are, it's like, what? You probably guys have a lot of stories to tell of your own. Well, I'm eager to listen. So let's say the ninja school is open. And see you guys in the next episode.